Hello and welcome back to In the Meadows podcast with me, Hibah. Today I'm joined with one of our own PE teachers here at Judgemeadow Community College, Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor, please may you introduce yourself, tell us all your role about in Judgemeadow and what you do.
I'm Miss Taylor. I'm head of PE at Judgemeadow, and I've been at Judgemeadow now for 15 years and love every day.
Miss Taylor's probably taught some of our siblings, our parents, we don't even know at this point. So Miss Taylor, today I'm going to ask you questions about after school, PE, everything basically to do with sports and mental well-being. So should we start?
Please do.
Okay, so tell us about the extracurriculum activities that you have going on this summer term.
So this summer term we ensure that we've got something on every single day for most students, so we can engage as many students as we can in after school activities. After school activities take place from 2:45 when the school day ends until 3:45, so it's really important that we get as many students down and physically active as possible. So on a Tuesday at the moment we've got cricket, and that's for all years, and we've got the county cricket coaches coming in from Leicestershire. We're really fortunate with that one. We've got year 7, 8 and 10 football, and that's run by Mr. Slevin and Mr. Richardson. We've also got Atlas boxing coaches coming in, and they'll do boxing sparring sessions for our students, and that's all years, and it's mixed now. It used to be just boys and just girls, but we've got a mixed session for both genders, so that's awesome. And obviously that pathway, you can go to the local gym after you've tried out these sessions in school, so it's a bit of a taster session, and then hopefully you'll go out into the community and also use those gym facilities is what our aim is. Really the whole purpose of our after school curriculum is to engage students in different sports that they may be interested in, and obviously promote pathways from those avenues. So students will go and play in our community, go to local gyms and exercise, but also promote elite pathways through county cricket, Tigers rugby club, but also Leicester Riders basketball, and obviously our LCFC football. So that's males and females.
That sounds like a lot, and will keep everybody busy in the summer. I'm actually really excited because PE, I do kind of love PE, and I really like that we have so many teachers here that actually teach PE, and they teach it with so much passion to us, and I think we should all be really grateful that we have Miss Taylor, Miss Hall, Mr. Oceanbury, everybody there to help us with our PE lessons.
Yeah, and it's important. We have our PE staff that conduct extracurricular activities, but we also have other staff that obviously come down and run activities as well. We've got Mr. Sanjavi running the cricket teams for us, and Mr. Richardson doing the cricket team. So it's really important that we get as many people involved in sport and PE and well-being as possible. So not forgetting on a Wednesday we've got table tennis, and we've got our community coach comes down from Knighton table tennis, and she comes down and she also coaches with Mr. Oceanbury on a Wednesday, along with year 9 football, and on Fridays year 11 football. And when we get our sports all back after exams, we'll also have the basketball and badminton back in those facilities. So again, we want to use our facilities and engage as many students as we can in sport.
We have really good facilities for sports here in Judgemeadow Community College. Like, we have the fields, we have the hard sand, the football pitches, we have everything.
And the fitness room.
And the fitness room, yes, we do have that, sorry. The dance studio, we have a lot. And I think that's what I really like about Judgemeadow. Like, there's so much we can do with our PE lessons and stuff, because we have fields where we can do so much. We can do track, we can do rounders, which we are doing right now in year 7 actually. We can do cricket, we can do football, and even in the sports hall right now we can't do anything because obviously the exams, but before we were doing PE in there. We were doing like basketball, tennis, badminton, all of it, and it actually really is fun because you get a time. I think PE is at one time like you get to socialise with all your friends as well, and the teachers are very lenient about it, I will say that. But let's move on to the next question, Miss. So PE department is one of the busiest departments in school. Is there a lot of planning involved in delivering the curriculum and the extracurricular activities?
Yeah, I mean, great teamwork, communication, collaboration, and hard work is required from our PE team to ensure students have, receive a knowledge-rich and skills-progressive, enjoyable, varied sporting offer. After school, our aim is to ensure that we have a broad and balanced sporting offer as well that engages all students. However, we always welcome and value student feedback and make our sport and wellbeing offer to make our sport and wellbeing offer even better, as you well know. So we're always, up to suggestions from our students of how we can improve our offer and make it even better. But yeah, it's down to great teamwork from the PE team, but also from the wider team, as I said, from our Judgemeadow staff.
Yes, of course. So, Miss, let's move on to the next question. Do you have anything else to add on to that question? Okay, let's move on to the next question. How does sports and exercise link to within that mental well-being and stuff?
Okay, so exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression and negative mood and mindset. It relieves stress and improves memory. It improves your sleep and also improves your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. Exercise also been found to alleviate symptoms such as social withdrawal and low self-esteem. It also enhances your mood and overall emotional well-being about yourself. Increased energy levels through doing the right amounts of physical exercise. You always feel a lot more energised after you've come to a PE lesson or done some exercise. And the reason for that is that during workouts, your body releases multiple hormones, including endorphins and serotonin. These hormones help improve mood, cognition, and also concentration. So it's win-win really with physically exercising and trying to exercise as we should at least once a day for an hour every day. So obviously we only have 1 or 2 PE lessons a week, so we're encouraging students to obviously to ensure that they're doing more than that, and also our students' parents and carers, going out for walks, really important. Doing things as families, bike rides, walks, anything you can in the community to keep physically and mentally well.
Sounds like a lot, and I think that is really good about sports because it can really help a person who's going through a rough time. So if you are going through a rough time, do some sports because I think it will help you just for yourself, for your sake, because some people do feel low about themselves, and I know that exercise will help you, keeps you kind of like busy. You can go for a walk, be alone, just keeps that time for yourself.
I suppose even socialisation, meeting new people at after school clubs, and in your PE lesson, as you said, we do let students have ownership on their learning, and we do let students be in friendship groups. It's important that you feel happy in your environment and happy sometimes working with your friends, although that's not always the case. But that is important, to raise self-esteem and improve mental health.
So Miss, let's move on to the next question. So I am new to this school, obviously I'm in year 7, but I heard that sports day is an amazing day, and I heard Judgemeadow does it the best. I know that this is the first time we are doing sports day since COVID, but can you explain to everybody that's listening to our show how the day is organised?
So I can explain, I'll talk a bit about Sports Day and how it originated, and then I'll go into the structure of the day and date change as well. So I suppose some of our parents community will know about Sports Day, having been at Judgemeadow themselves, and it actually started, our first Sports Day was 1972, and there's been 46 sports days, and we've only missed 4, including COVID. So Sports Day is a big event for Judgemeadow students, and the reason it's a big event is because everybody works together. The students work together, staff work together to have an amazing, fun, physically active day where there's competition, respect, kindness, but showing the true values of sport through sportsmanship, through collaboration and teamwork. That's key, really. We've got lots of form challenges, so it'll be an awesome day. Now, the date change. We've changed the date of Sports Day, and it's now been moved to Tuesday, the 5th of July, and Sports Day will be set up so that you'll have 4 lessons, and everybody will be out on the bank the last lesson doing their athletics events. But there'll be an interform football tournament for the boys, interform dodgeball tournament for the girls. There'll be a tug of war, which is a absolute sporting tradition for Judgemeadow, and there'll also be the heats will be done on sports day, and that's the first time ever we've done the heats on sports day. But also there'll be a big sport and wellbeing quiz of the year lesson as well, so that'll be equally as fun, and that'll be the sort of the structure of the day. And in the afternoon, all the school comes together, binds together, and a new opportunity where many students will be involved in the 100 metres, 200 metres, tug of war finals, and the relay finals. And then obviously there'll be a presentation of trophies and a big presentation of a trophy for the values trophy, which is the most important trophy, I feel.
So everybody be ready, 5th of July, our sports day. And I've heard Judgemeadow does it the best, so I'm really excited and I'm happy I came here. Okay, so is there anything else you want to add to sports day?
No, just make sure your paperwork's filled in on time, please. When will you get that next week?
Yes. So make sure you fill in all the paperwork, just so everything can be set up for us, because she just do it all for us. So we have to also contribute a little bit. So Miss, last question, and then we can move on to our quiz, which is something we've obviously introduced. We did it for our last show, and we're doing it again for this show. So last question, and then we can go into our little quiz. So Miss, what sports is that you enjoy?
I bike every day after school, so I go out on my bike, really enjoy that. I enjoy going in the fitness room. I enjoy rounders, used to play for England rounders team. I enjoy rounders, but I often will umpire rounders now. I enjoy all sports, if I'm honest. I can, apply myself to all sports, and I really love sport because of how it makes me feel. It makes me feel really good. I like the socialisation, meeting new people. Even now, still, it doesn't go. So, I love all sports, but particularly biking, fitness these days.
Sounds really interesting. I want to know what you guys also really like doing. So comment down below or message our podcast, which is podcast@judgemeadow.org.uk, and tell us what sport you enjoy doing. Maybe we can consider trying it at school. So Miss, do you want to start with our little quiz?
Okay.
So this is something new that we actually introduced in podcasts. We've not been doing this for a long time. We only did it one before you, but it's a very good thing. I will tell you that. It's fun. It's funny to test the teachers. So Miss, this is our first sport, and we want you to name the sport that they are playing in there.
Now that's Quidditch, and that started around year 2000s, around in the year 2000s.
That is correct.
Due to Harry Potter, it would be.
I think so, yes. Yes, it was. Okay, so I actually played this, and it's actually really fun.
Okay.
So Miss,
that is kabaddi, and yes, though sport originated in India. It's been played for centuries, and also our students will know that one because we did it in many PE lessons for our cultural day. So everyone had a taster in kabaddi. Yes, so kabaddi.
Interesting. Sounds really, really interesting. So Miss, this is our next one.
Right, you've got me on this one. Basque. I don't know how to pronounce it. Basque. It's I think it's a Spanish sport, and you can play it in different modified conditions. Like it's got 14 different elements or something like that, and I can't remember the name. It's Basque something or other. Now you're gonna have to help me out with that.
You got it there. Basque. Yeah. Come on. It's okay if you mispronounce it.
Basque. It's gone. Come on, you've got to help me now. You've got to tell me. It's the quiz.
Peloda.
Basque Peloda.
Yes.
Right,
Okay.
there we
I'm
go.
gonna give that to Miss because she knew the
Give it
first
to me.
one.
Yeah.
I think for myself, I do not understand that one either because I've never seen that word in my life. So, but it's okay. Miss did really well.
So you're going to give me 3 out of 3 for that one then? Seeing as
We're very kind here, so yes. 3 out of 3. Miss scored it. Okay, but now we have a special one, and this is just for you guys at home. All the listeners of Judgemeadow Community College watching this one right now. If you can guess this, if you know what this sport is, email podcast@judgemeadow.org.uk. That is podcast@judgemeadow.org.uk. If you do get it right, Mr. Chowdhury has said he himself will invite you to the end of year pizza party. So if you can guess this one sport, you get to be invited to the pizza party. And this is a sport. Okay, Miss got it. So this is a sport, and I want you guys to guess it at home. So yeah, if you do, email us on our podcast email, and you'll get an invitation to the pizza party. Sounds interesting, doesn't it, Miss?
sounds awesome.
Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this week's podcast. Thank you so much, Miss Taylor, for coming on. It was a pleasure for you to be on. I really love this little sports podcast. Something different I've done, but I really loved it. And thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.